بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, my students? I hope that you're happy and healthy and ready for today's lesson, which is the second lesson on this unit, the pair work. And if you remember the theme of this unit, we're talking about jobs, working from 9 to 5. So the whole theme of this unit is just the word job. So just the word job and work can define this whole unit. But before we indulge in our lesson, you can open your workbook on page 77. Let's answer some questions together. So question A here, match the job titles with the job descriptions. So we have a list of job titles. Number 1, zoologist. Number 2, race car driver. Number 3, screenwriter. Number 4, social worker. Number 5, surgeon. And number 6, a veterinarian. And we have a list of job descriptions. This is a special kind of doctor that operates on sick or injured people. So he's a doctor, but he's a special kind of doctor. Number B, this person writes the plots and scripts for TV and films. So someone who writes TV scripts for films. C, this person is involved in the study and care of animals. So C is someone who is involved with animals, with the study of animals, of course. D, this is a doctor for animals. So D is a doctor for animals. Number E, this person drives fast cars in contests. This is an easy one, of course. And last one, F, this is someone who helps people in need, such as the poor or the disabled. Again, F, this is someone who helps people in need, such as poor people or the disabled. So number 1, zoologist, from the word zoo. Have you ever been to the zoo? Of course, you know the zoo has many animals there. So now we know that the zoologist is a profession that is connected to animals. So can you guess which one here? Of course, we have more than one choice that is involved with animals, so you have to be careful. So number 1, a zoologist. Yes, that's correct. It's the letter C. The person who is involved in the study and care of animals. So a zoologist is a person who studies animals. Number 2, race car driver. From the term itself, race car driver, of course you can guess the definition here. So this is an easy one. Which one is it? Yes, of course, it's the letter E. This person drives fast cars in contest. Of course, fast cars. Number 3, screenwriter. Screenwriter. Of course, he doesn't write on the screen itself, but he writes on paper. So what does a screenwriter do? This is a profession. A screenwriter. He writes something. What is it? Can you guess? Okay, let's see the answer here together. It's letter B. This person writes the plots and scripts for TV and film. So a screenwriter, he writes the story, the plot, or the script for a TV series or even a movie. Number 4, social worker. Social worker. Social worker from the word society. Social worker. So what does a social worker do? Can you guess from here? Yes, that's correct. It's the letter F. This is someone who helps people in need. So a social worker, he looks for the people in need and help them, like the poor or the disabled. Number 5 here, a surgeon. A surgeon. So 5 and 6, surgeon. So number 5, a surgeon. It's the letter A. This is a special kind of doctor that operates on sick or injured people. So a surgeon is a doctor, but he is a special kind of a doctor that operates on sick or injured people. Last one, the veterinarian. Of course, the last one is D. This is a doctor for animals. So 5 and 6 both are doctors. One who works with animals, the veterinarian, and one is a special kind of doctor that operates on sick or injured people. Next exercise, also on the page 77, read the conversation between a college student and a career advisor. A career advisor, someone who gives you advice regarding what to do in your future. Write the missing words from the box. You can see the words in the box here: appreciated, entail, income, satisfaction, cooperate, entire, respectful, and the word status. And of course, we have to fill the gaps, the missing word, from the words in this box. So let's read the conversation together here. Mr. Cannon: so, Khalid, what kind of job are you interested in getting after college? Of course, this is the first question. He wants to see your interests. What do you want to do in your future? Khalid replied, actually, I'm not sure. That's why I'm here. I know I want to have a lot of job. And number one is what? I know I want to have a lot of job. So what's the correct word here? A lot of job, what? Yes, the first one is satisfaction. I know I want to have a lot of job satisfaction. So he says here that he wants to be satisfied with his job. Mr. Cannon: yes, well, it's important to like your job. So when you are satisfied with your job, like myself, you are happy and you like your job. What kind of do you hope to earn? To earn, the word earn here is the key to the answer. To earn, to get something. So what kind of do you hope to earn? So what kind of what? Yes, that's correct. What kind of income do you hope to earn? Do you want to have a high income or a low income? Let's see his answer. Well, I mostly just want to be sure that I have enough money to live on. That's correct. In the beginning, don't focus on the income. Just focus on the beginning of your career. Again, well, I mostly just want to be sure that I have enough money to live on. What's more important to me is that I feel, and number 3 is, so what's the most important thing to him? That he feels, yes, that's correct, appreciated, that he feels appreciated, that people appreciate and respect him. I need to know that people are grateful for what I do. So in his career, in the beginning of his career, he's not focusing on the income. He's focusing on the job itself that is satisfying for him and respectful. Mr. Cannon, I see. What about working with others? Do any of your classes group work? Again, he's asking him a question here. I see. And what about working with others? Do any of your classes group work? So, number 4 here. Do any of your classes? That's correct. Entail group work or requires group work. So he wants to know how does he work with other people? Does he work well or not? Khalid replied, oh yes, a lot of them do. In fact, my, and number 5 here, senior seminar grade is based on a group project. So again, oh yes, a lot of them do. Of course, them here is talking about his classes. In fact, my senior seminar grade is based on group project. So that's correct, the word entire. In fact, my entire senior seminar grade is based on a group project. What's the meaning of the word entire here? Yes, that's correct. It means the whole. When you say the entire world, it means the whole world. So my entire senior seminar grade, you can say the whole grade, is based on a group project. So continuing here, Mr. Cannon, wow, the whole thing. So whole and entire, they mean the same thing. Khalid replied yes or yeah, but I don't mind. I will with others when I'm in a group. So, yeah, but I don't mind. I will with others when I'm in a group. So number 6 is what? I will. What does he do well with others? Yes, of course, this is an easy one. I cooperate. I work well with others. So I cooperate well with others when I'm in a group. We always get along well. I try to be when working with other people. So when working with other people, he tries to be what? He says here, I try to be when working with other people. So can you guess the word here? Yes, I try to be respectful when working with other people. Mr. Cannon replied, well, it's important to be polite and show consideration. Oh, one more thing. Khalid replied, sure, Mr. Cannon. What's your current employment? And number 8, the last one is, of course, status. What's your current employment status or situation? What's your current employment status? Khalid replied, well, I have a part-time job at the library, Mr. Cannon. Okay, that's great. I'm going to have you take a test now that will tell us about what the types of careers might be good for you. So he'll be giving him an exam, a test, or maybe a questionnaire just to try to figure out what professions or jobs are suitable for him. And Khalid replied, that sounds great, thanks. So of course this is something to be thankful for. Try to figure out what is suitable for you. So, and the revision from the previous lesson, the listen and discuss. Of course, we talked about some here rewarding jobs and some unsatisfying jobs. Rewarding, like to be a teacher or a policeman or a firefighter or whatever. And there's some unsatisfying for like driving a truck or maybe a cashier. And of course, this is a matter of perspective. And we talked about clues in some articles. Read the job description and match them with the photos. Each person is going to tell us a little bit about what their jobs entail. Can you guess what their jobs are? Of course, we answered them all, and we were looking for clues here. Of course, this one is an engineer. Of course, the clues here were his work in construction and buildings. So these are enough clues for us to try to guess that he is an engineer. The second one is a race car driver. This is an easy one, of course. He said here he spent a lot of time driving, but he never really arrived at a destination. So you can tell here that he is a race car driver. Of course, also you can tell from the picture here. Next one, a zoologist. A zoologist who someone who studies the animals. He said, I'm keen and respectful observer of nature. I often spend a lot of time in the lab. So he spent a lot of time in the lab. That means that he is a scientist and that he observes animals. So a scientist and animals. So we can try to guess that he is a zoologist. Next one here is a nurse. Of course, this is an easy one. He's responsible for the surgical ward. So now we know that he works in a hospital. And advise doctors. Now we know that he works with doctors about patients' conditions. So this is an easy one. The next one is a surgeon. The next one is a surgeon. He says here, I spend a lot of time cutting and sewing. This is what a surgeon do, to cut and sew the bodies that he operate on. But I don't work with fabric. The people I work for never see me in work. In fact, they are often asleep. So these are some clues to try to guess that he is a surgeon. The next one is an air traffic controller. I think this is an easy one also. when I'm on night shift, I feel that I need to be more alert. He needs to be alert and keep an eye on screen, and he works with screens, of course, and my instruments at all time. He tries to handle pressure well and cooperate with pilots. He works with pilots and always been interested in aviation. So all of these are clues that he works in air traffic. So this is today's lesson, the pair work, to try to create clues for a job. With a partner, create your own clues. So try to come up with a small article, one paragraph of clues about a job. Again, create your own clues for 2 or 3 jobs. Read the clues to your class. See if your classmates can guess the job. So try to create your own clues, just like what we read previously, and your friends will try to guess what the job is. Of course, I wrote my own article here. I spend a lot of time with pens and paper. The people who I work with are young children who also use paper and pens. I enjoy what I do and get the satisfaction from educating younger generations. So someone who uses the pen and paper and works in education, and the people he works with are younger children. Can you try to guess what this profession is, what the job is? Yes, this is an easy one. Of course, it's a teacher. Of course, this is a teacher because he spends a lot of time with pens and paper marking the grades for exams. Also, the students use pens and papers, and he works with children. And with that, we reach the end of this lesson. See you next lesson, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم.